There's a simple force keeping you from who you were meant to be, who you're meant to be in this life. Whether you're a billionaire or whether you're trying to climb the ladder, whether you're the janitor or the CEO, it's the same force that limits you. It's the same force that's limited me throughout my life, and that often still limits me, because just like you, I'm also human. We're all human, but we're also more than human. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. Sometimes we get confused and think that this human, this skin suit, this bag of flesh and bones, it's all we are. But I know that you know deep in your heart that you're a lot more than just a human. I know that you know, when it comes down to it, that you are infinite, that you are connected to everything. And the reason that we often don't see that is because when we look out at the world, when we look at each other, it looks like we're separate. It looks like I'm a separate person from you. But what if what we see isn't the full picture? Some of the latest breakthroughs in quantum science are helping us understand things about the nature of reality that upend the whole model that our world is built upon. A model that says physical reality is the foundation of all reality. The model that says your consciousness is produced by chemical reactions in your brain. You ready to know what holds you back? What holds most people in the world back? Beyond the illusion that we think we are more limited than we actually are, it's what we imagine other people think about us. Do you relate? The concern about what others think of us is so deeply ingrained that most of us don't even see it, because we've lived lives that have trained us in so many ways to chase approval, whether that meant in school, working hard to get the approval of the teacher, as a kid trying to be a good boy or girl so that your parents would approve of you. How many of you had an upbringing where your parents nurtured you and encouraged you to be exactly who you are and to show up exactly the way that you show up when you are being your most authentic, expressive self? If you had a childhood like that, you're probably not here watching this video. And if you didn't have a childhood like that, guess what? It means there's a whole lot more available to you, because at the core of everything about your life, whoever you are, wherever you are in the world, at the core of the life you're living is something very simple that everything else revolves around. All of your relationships, all of the success you achieve in the world, all of the impact you have, and most importantly, whether or not you're fulfilled and satisfied through doing what you're doing and based on what you've done in the past. There's something at the core of all of it. You know what it is, right? It's your identity. But what is your identity? Who are you really? And is it possible that you've gone through your whole life up until this point up until this moment right now, living inside of an illusion about who you really are. I've lived my whole life in an illusion about who I am. I thought I was limited. I thought I was just a bag of flesh and bones and organs and blood and water and empty space. Because most matter is empty space. When you think of it that way, you realize that actually we are more nothing than something. And if we're more nothing than something, well, then I'm definitely not who I always thought I was, because I always thought that I was someone wanting to be someone, because my deepest dream has been to be someone, like Tracy Chapman sings about in Fast Car. I just want to be someone. But what if the reason that I feel such a draw to want to be someone is not because there's some stage I'm going to stand on at some point and finally be seen for who I really am, but what if the reason I'm so eager to be someone is because deep down inside I know that the truth is that I'm actually no one. Because the matter that makes me up is mostly empty space, which means I'm not actually as real as I thought I was. And then it makes me really wonder, why did I spend so much of my life so worried about what people thought of me? What is me? Who am I? Oh yeah, I'm a bag of flesh and bones. Wait, no, that's not who I am. I'm nothing. Wait, no, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, right? Wait, I'm confused. I'm having a panic attack. Okay, do you have a Xanax? No, we don't do that anymore. Because it's possible to use something that is inside of us to reconnect with the truth. But what is the truth? Maybe the truth is that there is no truth, and we spend our whole lives looking for the truth, trying to find the thing that we can finally hold on to that gives us the answer that we've been seeking. And the answer that we've all been seeking is that there is no answer. So where does that leave us? What are we meant to do next? What if the thing we're meant to do next to fulfill our life purpose, what if the thing we're meant to do next to become who we really are, what if the thing we're meant to do next to step in to what it is we really came here to step into? What if the thing we're meant to do next, because we're all looking for the thing we're meant to do next, right? Come on. I'm looking for the thing I'm meant to do next. You're looking for the thing you're meant to do next. We're all trying to figure out, what am I meant to do next? What am I meant to do next? Because I know there's something I'm meant to be doing that's going to lead me to where I'm meant to be, because I know there's somewhere I'm meant to be other than where I've been, and I know there's someone I'm meant to be showing up as other than the version of me that I've been showing up as. And so there must be something I'm meant to do, because I've done all this other stuff. And it led me to a bunch of different places that I thought were going to be the place that I was meant to eventually get to. And none of those places proved to be the place that I thought they were going to be. I didn't find that out until I arrived there. So I had to keep going and go to other places and other places. And I went to so many places that I ran out of places to go. And so now I'm stuck and I'm wondering, what am I supposed to do? And maybe you're wondering the same thing. What am I supposed to do? Because I did everything I thought I was supposed to do. And got me somewhere. But something still feels off. Maybe life is just a little dissatisfying. Maybe I'm never meant to feel the way that I want to feel. Maybe that's it. Woody Allen said it in Annie Hall, I think, that maybe life is just always meant to feel at least a little bit dissatisfying. I don't want to take life advice from Woody Allen. It's a man who's committed to being dissatisfied. I'm not committed to being dissatisfied. Most of the human race is dissatisfied. I don't want to be dissatisfied. Why would fulfillment exist if it's not what we're meant to feel? Just to tease us? What if the thing we're meant to do next, to finally arrive at the place that we've spent our life hoping and praying and staying up at night asking, how do I finally get there? What if the thing we're meant to do to finally get to where we want to be, finally become who we were born to be, finally step into the deepest truth, the deepest essence of who we are? What if the thing we're meant to do to finally come home to ourselves in all the ways that we're meant to come home to ourselves in this human experience, because there is a purpose to this human experience. We are here for a reason. We're here for a profound purpose. We are, I know it. And what if the thing that we're meant to do, to really step into it, to really fulfill it, to really become who we've been moving towards all this time, through all the effort, all the stress, all the struggles, all the suffering, all the failures, all the pain, all the this, all the that. What if all along, all we had to do was one simple thing? What if our whole life has been leading up to the moment where we finally learn? Are you ready for it? What if the thing you're meant to do is, take a breath with me. What if the thing you're meant to do is nothing? Welcome to episode 10 of my new show, Act As If. I'm the host of a show. It's called Act As If. This is episode 10. You're here for the beginning of something very exciting and very special, which means you are special. And it means you are stepping into whatever it is you're meant to be stepping into in this life, because you've had a long journey that has led you through a lot of challenges, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of things that you move towards thinking that's the thing that's going to finally make me feel the way I've been wanting to feel, only to discover, actually, that wasn't it. And now you've arrived at this point on your journey where you're feeling like, I'm ready. I'm finally ready for the thing I really came here for. I'm ready. Today, the invitation is to act as if the thing you're meant to do next is nothing. Just nothing. And to do nothing for as long as you need to, until you know what you're meant to do after that. I'm the Midlife Mystic. This has been episode 10 of Act As If. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Please come back tomorrow for the next installment of Act As If. I'll see you there.